The worst, and I repeat, the worst thing about selling on Poshmark is opening up your phone and seeing you have a notification that says buyer has opened a case against your item. Oh, your heart stops, you get sweaty, you get nervous. This video is to tell you it is okay. Take a deep breath and know that this happens to anybody that does a large amount of sales on Poshmark. It has happened to me, it's happened to several other people, and I've learned a little bit about going through this and what will make you most successful moving forward. What you need to know is I've sold on Poshmark for about 4 years now. I have over 600 completed sales. I do this as a hobby and also a part-time job to make a little bit of money on the side, saving things from the landfill and getting great deals into the hands of people that also want to be living a sustainable fashion lifestyle. With those 600 sales, I've only had 10 cases opened, which when you do the numbers, is not bad at all. It's like 1%, a little over 1%. So this is not something that happens often as long as you are doing the right thing on Poshmark. And that means describing things the way that they are, making sure to note any flaws, making sure that you are writing the right size, the right brand, all of the best practices and following the rules on Poshmark for the most part. Having a case opened won't happen, but it definitely will happen eventually because you can't make everyone happy. I mean, imagine retail stores. They always are dealing with returns. It's just the nature of the retail business. Now, out of those 10 cases, there were only 2 that were approved, and they were approved because in part I said, okay, I apologize, send it back, because I admitted I did make a mistake. No one's perfect. And I definitely have made mistakes. But today I'm going to explain to you how I won all of the other cases, because there's kind of a science to it, to making sure that Poshmark, the app, follows their own rules, because they won't always do that if you don't say the right thing in your case dialogue. The first rule is all about your attitude when you respond. Here's my little tip. I think that you should look at the case, then close your phone for about 10 minutes and think. Do not start typing right away, because if I did that, I don't think I would have won all of those cases, because it is upsetting. And some people, to be completely honest, can be total and that comes with any retail job. Some other people are super nice and professional. You're going to get a mix of both of them. The importance is that you take your emotions out of this and give yourself a little bit of time to think about what you're going to say, because you want to be professional. That is going to keep you successful in this. We're talking about making money. If you don't want to make money and you just want to have a dispute with someone, that's fine too. But I mean, you can just go on Facebook and like complain about something, and you can get your excitement that way without it costing you money, honestly. So we're going to be focusing in this video on how to be professional, to be successful at keeping your money. Second, once you've thought about this case for us a little bit, definitely respond. Always respond. That tells Poshmark that you're present, you're there, you care about this case. Third, when you actually do respond, you need to make sure that you're addressing Poshmark specifically. Do not say anything directly to the buyer. That's how you can get caught up in like a catty little fight. You don't want that at all. You want to be super professional, so address Poshmark directly. Fourth, you're going to want to make sure you use the right words, and I found that those words come directly out of the Poshmark terms of service. So if somebody opens up a case, let's say they say it doesn't fit and they want to do a return because of that, you can say that the item is just as described. If it's got a size tag on it, you're supposed to put the size that's on the tag. And if you did that, remind Poshmark that that is exactly what you did, because that is what you're supposed to do according to the rules. You can continue on that using another important phrase that I have found to be very successful, which is, as per Poshmark terms of service, returns for fit are not allowed. So basically, you're reminding that Poshmark representative that you are following the rules and what their rules are. And I've had great success doing that. This is exactly what I usually say on a case where I know that I followed the rules and that their return request is completely bogus. I would say it's unfortunate that the item didn't work out for the buyer. However, this was just as described, and per Poshmark policy, returns are not allowed for fit or whatever they're saying. Then I would invite the buyer to reposh the item so it ends up in the hands of someone who truly loves it. So this is a nice professional way to say, hey, that sucks, it didn't work out for you, but luckily you can use the reposh feature, which is exactly what they want that person to do. because honestly they'll make more money, but I digress. And you're professional. You are expressing that you're, you know, just, I mean, no one wants someone to buy something from them and them not to like it, but also at this point it's out of your hands. The rules are that they need to keep it or reposh it, and that's all you can do. Some cases are a little bit more difficult, and I'm going to share some of my worst cases with you, which I won, but secretly I still don't like the person. So this case still just like lives in my bones today, because honestly this is the one where the lady was the nastiest and kind of threatened my business during COVID. So it made me angry, but I stayed professional and ended up winning. So this is what happened. These pair of UGG loafers, she tried to return them and she claimed that they were fake because they didn't fit her. They were too small. So she was telling me that I was selling fake items. That really scared me, because if you don't know, if you sell fake items on Poshmark, they can completely pull your account. So this wasn't a joke, and I was not taking this lightly. So what I ended up doing to prove that they were real, I found a stock photo on Nordstrom Rack that showed these exact shoes and the exact same features, and I took a screenshot of that and included it in the case dialogue. So I don't know if that helped me win or not. All I know is that I won. So I think it did. And my second annoying case was about scent. This was annoying because she had asked me like 10 million questions beforehand, which I answered and clearly had some kind of buyer's remorse. But this is what she said about this dress that she got at a great deal. She claimed that this dress just reeked of Febreze, that I had sprayed Febreze on the dress. I did not spray Febreze on the dress. I definitely washed it in normal detergent, but I didn't put any scent on it. So what I did is I responded to Poshmark and I said that the case was unfortunate, but the dress is machine washable and can and should be laundered, especially during these COVID times. I packaged this in a plastic sheet and box, and I added that it's possible that the scent happened to get on the item in postal transit, which I have no control over, and I invited her, if that was the case, to open the case with the United States Postal Service. Don't know exactly what happened with that. All I know is that Poshmark sided with me and I had my funds put into my account. These cases for scent, I've heard, are becoming super popular because some people know they can get away with it. And like I said, the best bet is definitely to just say, I didn't do anything. This is machine washable if it is. It's a tricky one, but you can definitely win it. Don't feel discouraged. Like there's no chance for you, because I'm proof that you can win a case like that as long as you follow the best practices and also probably get a little bit lucky. And then the next ones I'm just going to tell you about real quick because they're really not worth dwelling on much, but they are the most common reason someone's going to try to get a return case. Claims for fit, and then claims that it's a different color. In both of those cases, I just said, I described the item exactly as it is, took pictures in natural light. I also include measurements, which I think has helped me out a lot, because you can't argue that something doesn't fit if the seller went ahead and included measurements. So went the extra step, gave you the measurements. It's really not my fault that this doesn't fit. And per Poshmark policy, returns are not allowed for fit. And here's something else to consider. If somebody opens a case that's less than $10, chances are Poshmark is going to side with both of you, because otherwise you're going to have to pay the shipping cost for the item to come back to you. It's unfortunate because a lot of sellers are aware of this and they use that to scam the system. So just know if it happens to you, you're not alone. You didn't do anything wrong. It's somebody being dishonest, and that comes with the cost of business, just like shoplifting. But the nice thing about Poshmark is that you do have protection through them. So as long as you did everything that you should have done on your end, you should still get that money without losing your items. Poshmark does take a fee from us, and this is why. It really goes into their insurance. If somebody's scamming them, they're the ones that should really take the fall for that, as long as we've done everything right. So I know that some Poshmark cases don't go as well as the ones I'm telling you, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that I don't sell really high dollar items. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, I've had a Poshmark case open for me and it didn't work, definitely comment down below and see if you can help other people that are selling items similar to yours. I think we should just definitely share tips, help each other out, because I know that there are people out there, especially during this poor economy, that are going to be doing whatever they can to get things for free. But it's not fair that it hurts people that are being honest and doing the right thing. So let's help each other out. Comment down below your tips. And I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to know more about how much money you can make on Poshmark reselling things, I'm going to put a video right here that is going to explain to you some of my best sales, and you can get an idea of what sells and how much it can sell for and how much money you can make doing this. Thank you guys for being with me on this video, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.